Chapter 8. The Tale of Peter Rabbit. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. They lived with their mother in a sandbank underneath the root of a very big fir tree. "Now, my dears," said old Mrs. Rabbit one morning, "you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father had an accident there. He was put in a pie by Mrs. McGregor. Now run along and don't get into mischief. I'm going out." Then old Mrs. Rabbit took a basket and her umbrella to the baker's shop. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, who were good little bunnies, went down the lane to gather blackberries. But Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. First, he ate some lettuces and some French beans and radishes. Feeling rather sick, when Peter searched for parsley, he sees the gardener, who starts chasing him around. Mr. McGregor was after Peter. Peter lost one of his shoes among cabbages and the other shoe amongst the potatoes. He couldn't remember how to get out of the garden. Next, Peter lost his jacket and dashed into the tool shed. Mr. McGregor heard him, so Peter quickly jumped out of a nearby window. Peter caught his breath and tried to calm down, and Mr. McGregor went back to gardening. Peter subsequently saw a mouse that was busy carrying peas to her family. Peter asked her the way to get to the gate, but the mouse had such a large pea in her mouth that she couldn't speak. Feeling hopeless, Peter begins to sob. While trying to find his way back to the gate, he saw a white cat. The cat was looking into a pond's water where a goldfish was swimming. The cat sat quietly watching the fish. Peter remembered what his cousin Benjamin Bunny had said about cats and decided to walk away. Peter heard the noise of a hoe and ran under some nearby bushes. Once he realized he was safe, he got into a wheelbarrow and looked over to find Mr. McGregor working. Most importantly, right past him was the gate. Peter took a path behind bushes to get out, but Mr. McGregor spotted him. He continued to go under the gate, and he finally got out of the garden. Peter didn't stop running until he reached his house. When he did reach his house, he walked in and just lay on the floor exhausted. His mother noticed that he had misplaced his clothes and shoes. She put him to bed. The other 3 bunnies were served with a nice meal.